Okay then guys, so it has been a late video, a late portfolio update, but here we are anyway on the 25th of May. I'm not quite sure when my last one was, but we're doing it right now. So this is the dividend I received on the 12th of May. In total, I believe it is £861 from Incomeshares alone. So it's actually quite a bit. It's definitely my highest dividend month as well. So as you'll notice straight away, I have sold most of my Incomeshares because I just think it's too risky compared to the risk of owning Bitcoin, for example. And I made that decision straight away once I received my dividends, and Bitcoin, as you know, or maybe you don't know, has reached an all-time high. So my positions in Semler Scientific or MicroStrategy, and then some positions that I sold in smaller companies I've made a decent return on, so I'm quite happy with that. And a lot of these, so like AltBG, that's just a Bitcoin treasury company, the same as CEP, Fold, Semler, and MicroStrategy, and soon to be GameStop. But yeah, these are just leveraged Bitcoin treasury companies. I'm not really sure about Blockchain Group. I know that the BTC yield has been over 300% so far this year to date. So it's definitely one of them asymmetric bets that you make. That's why I've only put £200 in it. The same with CEP. They haven't actually bought any Bitcoin yet, but they've announced a large Bitcoin purchase, and it's Tether, and then you've got Jack Ma as the CEO. But as again, it's £200, so it's a small little investment that might turn into like a 2x or something, or not. But I'd assume I'd probably lose the investment, but there's a small chance that it can turn around. Fold, I actually think Fold's a great company. They help people onboard into Bitcoin, so they are currently trying to get people to save with Bitcoin because obviously it's anti-inflationary. So it's definitely the better way to save as opposed to just holding cash in a bank, in my opinion. It's not financial advice. Obviously, some people think that statement's crazy. I don't. So it's up to you what you want to think. But Fold does roundup purchases, so you know when you spend money, you can round up them purchases, and then it automatically buys Bitcoin for you. GameStop, obviously, it's a meme stock, so it's a bit crazy. But at the end of the day, they're going to purchase Bitcoin. It's inevitable. It's going to happen soon. And because it's like a 12 billion market cap company, it's probably not going to do anything too crazy. But I'm already up 13% on it. But I only put £200 in it because it's a meme stock at the end of the day. But once it starts buying Bitcoin, then it's different. It's a completely different company. Tesla, on the other hand, the Incomeshares, obviously I'm still down on that, but I have received quite a bit back in terms of dividends. So it's only really probably down about like 18% or something like that. And obviously the next dividend I'm going to receive is in about 2 weeks. So I will eventually get my money back on it. And then I think we'll have a look at what we're going to do there, because I know there's a bunch of new Incomeshares ETFs coming out soon, which is actually quite good. But I know I've been waiting for that MicroStrategy one for a while, but I'm not actually sure, because the thing with volatility is, it's like, yeah, for a few months you hold Incomeshares ETF and you do perform better. Then all of a sudden, Bitcoin does a 30% increase, or maybe it even doubles, and you missed out on all that. And I don't think I'm prepared to do that. But then again, you could always just have the hybrid approach and just hold a portion of each. But the underlying stock always outperforms the ETP over a long enough period of time. So it's one of those things that I always keep thinking about, and there's definitely periods of time where selling covered calls for a few months and then going along the stock is definitely a good idea. It just depends if you can time it or not, and obviously that's the age-old question, and it's very difficult to do that. So we'll just see how things play out. Semler Scientific, that's just a Bitcoin treasury company as well. That's more leveraged than MicroStrategy. And Eric Semler, the CEO, is actually like one of the better investments. He owns like 6.5% of Netflix, which is crazy. It's performed quite well recently, as I doubled my position down in it. And I'm up currently. But yeah, I just wanted to go over the portfolio at the moment. I have actually taken £1,000 out of this portfolio because I'm currently have some quantum shorts on eToro, so I've kind of leveraged them out. I mean, it's crazy risky, but I thought I might as well just take a risk with like 5% of my portfolio, so it's not that big a deal. And I definitely think quantum is, well, it's D-Wave specifically. I had a look at the CEO and I don't trust that CEO at all. So yeah, it's just one of those gambles you take, but the main portion of the portfolio going forward is going to be MicroStrategy, Semler. It would have been MetaPlanet if I could have bought it easily. I might actually purchase the blockchain VanEck ETF to get some access and exposure to some miners, because I'm not really sure what miner's going to outperform the other miners or whatnot, and then I can just kind of just buy a basket of them and then catch the winner that way. But I definitely think miners in the near future is going to increase. I think Bitcoin's just it's going to be like 200k by the end of the year, I think. So that's why I think selling cover calls on them is quite risky at the moment, but I could be completely wrong. I'm not an expert. This is not financial advice. So yeah, this is my portfolio for May, I believe. And it's slowly going back up after the Trump tariff malarkey, but still getting there. And yeah, if you've watched this far, then thank you, and take care.